Getting ready to take your summer vacation? You know it will be good for you. You've heard about the studies showing vacations reduce stress, depression, the risk of heart disease, even lead to improved work performance and creativity. But do you know how to optimize your time off? Is it about quality or quantity? Here with the latest research into R&R is WSJ's health reporter Sumathi Reddy. Sumathi, great to see you as I'm preparing for my vacation, so this is perfect timing. We've often been so jealous of our European counterparts who have so much more vacation time than we do, but some research shows that we shouldn't be so jealous, right?
Yeah, so surprisingly, studies find that the benefits of vacation sort of doesn't matter how long the vacation is. It can be short, it can be long, you get the same sort of benefit.
Incredible. So what day? Is it day 1, day 2, day 3? Where does it kick in? Where do the benefits kick in?
Yeah, so as soon as 2 days, they say.
Wow.
Start to unwind. I don't know, for me it seems like it takes a little longer.
Yeah.
And the studies find that 2 days is when it happens, and for those longer vacations, the happiness sort of peaks at the 8th day.
So there is some research showing that maybe slightly more than a week would be optimal, 8 or 9 days.
Yeah, I think like the 10-day vacation, when you think about it, when you have a week
Yeah.
off and 2 weekends, that's sort of...
That is sort of perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
So what is the advice that researchers have for making the most of our time off? Obviously, we anticipate our vacation, and we actually get benefits just from the anticipation, correct?
Mm-hmm. So planning, they say revel in the planning.
Right.
You know, actually the pre-vacation is, people are happier when they're planning their vacation than they are afterwards, reminiscing about it.
Right. And then when we get there, should we be very scheduled, or should we, throw away the alarm clock?
Yeah, the general advice is to don't use the alarm clock, try to make decisions yourself, and don't sort of overschedule.
And what about trying something new as opposed to doing the same vacation we did last year that we loved?
Yeah, I was surprised about that, but most experts will say try to go someplace new.
Oh.
That's where you're going to have more lasting memories and new experiences, new cultures, and if you go to the same place, the memories sort of blur together.
That's very interesting. And then you also, in your piece, say we should have some autonomy, but what do you mean by that? You mean we should get there and decide we want to do X as opposed to Y, or so not overplan it? Is that what you mean by?
It means like having control of what you're doing,
Yeah.
who you're spending your time with, and also work. So many of us work, you're still working on vacation a little bit, but as long as you control when you're making those calls,
Yes.
that's the way.
Well, I was surprised to see that some experts say, look, you're supposed to unplug as much as possible, but don't stress if you do have to check your email once a day. They give you some leeway to do that, right?
They say at least just schedule, like do it at the beginning of the day, do it at the end of the day. If you have a call, make it when it's convenient for you and not, your work people.
Yes. And endings matter, right?
Yes,
You're supposed to make the ending count.
The soft landing.
Yeah.
When you remember things, it's usually often the end. So
Right.
You're going to splurge, do that at the end.
And there's an added piece of advice that if possible, ease your re-entry into work.
Yeah, one study found that teachers actually, who worked less overtime and who spent their evenings relaxing more, had the effects of the vacation last longer.
So don't throw yourself back into a huge project as soon as you return.
Exactly, yes.
All great advice, Sumathi. I will keep this all in mind as I head to my vacation next week. Thank you so much for that.